Royce. How?
City Winery, Atlanta. Make some noise. If you're feeling good this morning, you're happy to be here, you got breath in your body, you've overcome a lot of challenges, make some noise. Let's fill the room up. Let's fill it, let's fill it, let's fill it. Yes, we are here to celebrate Women's History Month, so let's act like we know what we're here for. I know the drinks are flowing, the food is good, but definitely show some love to each other. So turn to your neighbor, say, neighbor, I feel good, how about you? Y'all feeling good? All right, so this first piece, I'm gonna get into. I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet and cute. So, so when I ask y'all, can I tell the story? I want y'all to say, tell the story, Royce. So let's keep this real cute. Can I tell the story? Tell the story, Royce. Can I tell the story? Tell the story, Royce. Listen. No. Listen. This is not a soft poem. This is a smoke alarm with the rhyme scheme. This is a match struck against memory. This is the sound of starch hissing against an iron, like history still pressing its weight into a black woman's spine. Let's roll the scene back. Y'all remember the movie, Love and Basketball? Kitchen light humming, evening leaning heavy on her shoulders. She just got home. Briefcase down, heavier heart down, tired folded into her collarbone. And he says, as casual as culture, honey, can you iron both of my shirts for tomorrow? Both. Like exhaustion comes in singles, like labor doesn't linger, like her day was decorative. She pauses. A flicker, a fracture. And then she says, yes. Because yes is a language black women learned before English, before equal rights, before their names were ever spelled correctly in textbooks. The iron warms, history hums. She presses his sleeves like her grandmother pressed cotton, like her great-grandmother pressed cane, like her ancestors pressed breath back into the bodies that weren't allowed to collapse. Steam rises. So does the unspoken. He walks in. Doesn't see the sheen of sweat on her brow, doesn't hear the tremor of her wrist, doesn't notice the way her spirit is wrung out like damp denim on the clothesline of duty. He kisses her cheek. Thanks, honey. Sweet honey. Bitter inheritance. How many times have we given black women a metaphorical kiss on the cheek and a thanks, honey, while they iron the wrinkles out of our world? How many times have we mistaken survival for strength, silence for stability, endurance for consent? They push through migraines like marching bands through concrete, push through grief like gospel through a cracked church speaker, push through postpartum prejudice, pay gaps, push through glass ceilings that slice their poems, but they still catch the falling pieces, push through. Because somewhere between plantation and promotion, society decided that black women do not break, they bear. The architecture of America was drafted on their backs. White supremacy taught this country that their bodies were built for burden. Slavery branded them as workhorses of the warped economy. And even when their chains fell, expectations stayed shackled to their ankles. Caretaker, cook, crisis manager, corporate climber, community cornerstone, mothers of movements, mothers of sons who might not make it home, mothers of daughters who are learning to swallow pain like it's protein. Strong, black woman. We're gonna say it again. Strong, black woman. 3 words that sound like praise but often function like permission to ignore the cracks, because if she's strong, right, she's fine. If she's fine, she doesn't need help. If she doesn't need help, we don't need to change. And the cycle keeps spinning like the iron on cotton, round and round, press and repeat, press and repeat. But strength without rest is slow violence. Grace without gratitude is exploitation dressed in Sunday clothes. She is not your mule, not your myth, not your magical fix-it mechanism. She is a human being with arches that ache, with dreams deferred and redeferred, with tired that sits in her marrow like a permanent tenant. She is not the default setting for survival or sacrifice. She is not the emergency contact for everyone's chaos. She is not a perpetual motion machine powered by love and unpaid labor. She is a queen, and queens were never meant to carry kingdoms alone. So I'm asking, no, I'm demanding. How many more cheek kisses before we lift the weight? How many more thanks, honey, before we ask or say, sit down? I got it. How are you? Really? Rest. The world will not collapse if you close your eyes. How many more times will we inherit a system rooted in bondage and call it culture? Because if we keep applauding their endurance without dismantling what exhausts them, we are not admirers, we are accomplices. So today, when you see her iron steaming and it rising, see the centuries in it. When she says she's tired, believe her. When she says she needs rest, protect it. When she rages, you listen. When she leads, you follow. Because the revolution will not be built on her burnout. The future cannot survive on her silent suffering. She is not a workhorse. She is royalty wrapped in resilience. A throne disguised as tenderness. A crown carrying galaxies. And queens deserve more than a kiss on the cheek and a thanks, honey. They deserve rest. They deserve reciprocity. They deserve repair. They deserve a world that finally stops pressing and starts lifting. So listen. Listen. The iron is still hot. But the question is, are we? Thanks, honey.